now we will see the module Unit 4 in Module 4, and after this we will have a short question and answer session. Now I welcome Mr. Ashish Sanyal to explain the Unit 4.
We have seen the Unit 1, 2 and 3 जिसमें आपको introduction, planning process, planning components and physical space, equipment systems इसका बारे में बताया गया है. Now the last unit of the module 4 is understanding a business plan. ये इसका जो learning outcome है, it is after this unit you will be able to understand what are the components of a business plan, and you will be able to write also a business plan. What is a business plan? Business plan is actually a document which is prepared before you really start the business. लेकिन ये डॉक्यूमेंट लिखने के लिए आपको कुछ इनिशियल वर्क करना पड़ता है. जैसा मार्केट एनालिसिस इज ए सेक्शन, मार्केटिंग प्लान is a section, service delivery basket is a section. तो ये सब के लिए आपको थोड़ा सा कम्युनिटी में रिसर्च करना, सर्वे करना, ये सब जरूरी है. Then you have to negotiate with the possible donors who will be able to provide you fund. ये सब चीज है. तो now we will go in detail about this बिजनेस प्लान. बिजनेस प्लान लिखना कोई मुश्किल काम नहीं है. इट्स नॉट ए रियल मैजिक. इन द स्क्रीन नाउ यू आर सीइंग ए स्लाइड वेयर 10 इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ ए बिजनेस प्लान इज गिवन. लेट अस रीड देम. फर्स्ट, एग्जीक्यूटिव समरी, description of the business, market analysis, marketing plan, management, personnel and organizational structure, production or service delivery, budget, financial plan, timelines and supporting documents. So ये जो 10 step है, this constitutes a business plan. Now let us take first one, the executive summary. Executive summary is actually a summary of बाकी जो 9 पॉइंट्स है इधर उसका समरी है. व्हाट इट डज, बिकॉज योर बिजनेस प्लान विल बी व्यूड बाय वेरियस एजेंसीज, योर अप्रूविंग एजेंसी, योर डोनर एजेंसी, योर फाइनेंसिंग बैंक, फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस लाइक दैट, it is important that there should be an executive summary at the beginning of the plan document, so that in 1 or 2 page, maybe 3 page, you can actually capture the essence of the entire document. इसलिए एग्जीक्यूटिव समरी का भी कुछ स्टेप्स होते हैं. जैसा पहले के डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द बिजनेस, व्हाट प्रोडक्ट, व्हाट सर्विस, हाउ यू वांट टू ऑपरेट, मेथड्स ऑफ ऑपरेशंस, लोकेशन कहां करना चाहते हैं, मैनेजमेंट स्ट्रक्चर क्या होगा, all this will be first in the description of the business. Then financial information, what is the expected sale figure, what is the expected revenue figure, how many people you will be putting their number of employees, break even point, कब तक आपको जितना इन्वेस्टमेंट है रेवेन्यू बढ़ते बढ़ते कब वहां तक पहुंचेगा, so that after that time you will start earning, real profit margin will come. Then a closing statement on the purpose of the business plan. So these are all in the executive summary. Then we have the description of the business. Description of the business will actually outline that what are the things which will be there in your telecenter operation, what type of products and services, who is the target market, किसके लिए आप टेलीसेंटर खोला है, फोकस ग्रुप कौन है. These are the description of the business. बिजनेस कैसे है, इज इट ए फ्रेंचाइजी और इज इट ए फ्रेंचाइजी और से इंडिपेंडेंट और एक्विजिशन, हाउ विल द बिजनेस ऑपरेट, हु आर द पीपल इन द मैनेजमेंट टीम, व्हाट आर द यूनिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स इंडिकेटिंग सक्सेस. ये आपका आएगा डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द बिजनेस में. Then comes the next one, the market analysis. I told you that a market analysis करने के लिए you have to really go for a quick survey. ये survey काफी elaborate नहीं करना चाहिए, but you should have an essence of when you are trying to get the services list, what is the possible volume of service you will get? How many are the people who are likely to take the service from you? आपका टारगेट ग्रुप में सोशल, डेमोग्राफिक, इकोनॉमिक, टेक्नोलॉजिकल कैसे हैं? क्योंकि आज ये एविडेंट है, ये जाहिर है, जो गांव में भी आपको इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रेटा 3-4 में डिवाइड हुआ है. लो इनकम ग्रुप होता है, मिडिल इनकम ग्रुप होता है, हायर इनकम ग्रुप होता है. सो डिफरेंट इनकम ग्रुप का, डिफरेंट लैंड होल्डिंग ग्रुप का डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट्स होते हैं. सो यू हैव टू हैव एसेंस, बिकॉज ये टेली सेंटर और कॉमन सर्विसेज सेंटर हमने जो रखा था वो 5000 पॉपुलेशंस के लिए एक एक सेंटर प्लान किया गया है. 5000 पॉपुलेशंस का मतलब इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड में 1000 फैमिली, और 1000 फैमिली में लेट अस से 15 to 20% may take the services from your telecenter. So that means a 200 family may take. उसका क्या status होगा, which type of services they will need. This will all decide your market analysis. Then marketing plan. Once you know that what is the requirement of your community, then you have to actually plan it, how you will be marketing your service. इसमें external environment कैसा है, budget कहाँ करना है, क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकता है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज कैसे हैं, मार्केटिंग गोल एंड टारगेट क्या है, ये सब चीज उसमें होगा, प्लस ए मॉनिटरिंग सिस्टम. क्योंकि मार्केट्स में मॉनिटरिंग सिस्टम बहुत जरूरी है. यू हैव टू रियली गेट ए कांस्टेंट फीडबैक फ्रॉम योर क्लाइंट्स, फ्रॉम योर यूजर्स, एंड देन गिव द ऑन कोर्स करेक्शन टू योर एक्टिविटीज. देन मैनेजमेंट, पर्सनल एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर, वो भी आपका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है बिजनेस प्लान में लिखने का. How many people will be there, what will be their skill, organizational structure क्यों होगा, क्यों, is it that 4 computers will be there, 4 different independent staff will be there, एक supervising staff होगा, overall management के लिए 1 person will be there. All these things are there because telecenter management जब हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे, आज ही पढ़ेंगे, तो उसमें हम देखेंगे जे there is a steering committee, there is a management committee, what is the responsibility structure, whether lowest level operator is responsible to the supervisor, supervisor is supposed to give the daily reports or monthly reports to the next steering committee, because it's a customary thing that you give this monitoring and evaluation activity quite a importance. Then your service delivery and the budget. स्टार्टअप बजट कितना होगा, सर्विस डिलीवरी के बारे में हमने बताया, ये क्या ऑपरेशन पॉलिसीज होगा, क्या प्लान होगा. आप मान लीजिए फॉर एग्जांपल यू हैव गॉट 4 कंप्यूटर्स, एक कंप्यूटर इज डेडिकेटेड फॉर पर्टिकुलर एग्रीकल्चर एक्सटेंशन सर्विस, बिकॉज वो सर्विस आपको ज्यादा डिमांड है. 2 कंप्यूटर को आपने प्लान कर दिया, ये आपको एजुकेशन सर्विस देंगे. ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर कमिंग अंडर द एम्बिट ऑफ द सर्विस डिलीवरी मैनेजमेंट. देन बजट, स्टार्टअप बजट कितना होगा, हाउ मच मनी यू रिक्वायर टू स्टार्टअप. व्हाट इज द ऑपरेटिंग बजट्स, ऑपरेटिंग बजट्स का अंदर बहुत सारा चीज आएगा, जैसे आपका इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फी कितना है, आपका कंप्यूटर बैंडविड्थ कॉस्ट कितना आ रहा है पर मंथ, आपका डीजल जनरेटर इज योर बैकअप पावर, तो डीजल कितना लग सकता है, तो आपका दूसरा अदर इन्वेंट्री जैसा पेपर्स इन द प्रिंटर कितना लग सकता है, आपको वहां पर फोटोग्राफी का डिमांड ज्यादा होगा तो फोटोग्राफिक पेपर का डिमांड ज्यादा होगा, तो उसका स्टॉक कितना होना चाहिए. सो वन टाइम एक्सपेंस एंड दैट कंटिन्यूइंग एक्सपेंस, जिसको हम लोग ऑपरेशनल एक्सपेंस बोलता है, ये दोनों करके आपको बजट होगा. देन फाइनेंशियल प्लान इज ऑल्सो ए पार्ट ऑफ द बिजनेस प्लान. व्हाट आर द स्टार्टअप नीड्स एंड व्हाट आर द ऑनगोइंग नीड्स, एंड आपका कैश इन कैश आउट कितना पैसा, वही ऑपरेशनल एक्सपेंसेस जो होगा उसका ऊपर ही होगा आपका कैश आउट. एंड पहले स्टार्टअप नीड्स में इक्विपमेंट, सॉफ्टवेयर, हार्डवेयर, ऑल दिस थिंग्स टू बी देयर, सप्लाईज, फर्नीचर, देन मेंटेनेंस एटसेट्रा एंड ऑल. देन टाइमलाइंस. Every business plan should have a timeline. That means because you are going for a financier, either bank or financial institutions or donor, you have to tell them very clearly what is your monthly plan, when you are making the break even, when you are reaching that all your investment will be a return of investment, which is called ROI, that will start flowing up. So you have to have a 1 to 12 months timeline फर्स्ट मंथ में आप क्या करेंगे, सेकेंड मंथ में आप क्या करेंगे. All these timelines will be broken in different months. Maybe the first 4 months you will show only the activities of establishing. Then 5th मंथ से आप ये सर्विस देना शुरू करेंगे, पर अब 6th मंथ से आप दूसरा सर्विस उसके साथ ऐड करेंगे. All these things periodically you have to explain in the business plan. And then supporting documents, because the business plan is a document, you have to give supporting documents, because in the previous pages you will be actually stating the points, your points, and you have to support it also, that market data statistics, आपने जैसा market analysis किया, how did you do that, आपका output of your survey, list of the service offerings, the floor plan, capital equipment list, then when you have decided of the cost of the capital equipment, the quotations you have received from the market, so quotations of that those equipment, then बैंक से आपने लोन प्रपोज कर रहे हैं, तो वो लीज डीड आपने किया है फॉर द स्पेस, आपका जो हाउस ओनर है, द स्पेस ओनर जो है, उसका साथ आपने जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किया, दैट कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द सपोर्टिंग डॉक्यूमेंट. देन you have got the line of credit and the loan credit. Then potential customers, जो आपको शायद आपने एक सर्वे किया है, how many people have given you some commitment, yes we are going to take the service provided you have those services. Then there are government institutions like Kishan call centers and other centers, जहाँ से आपको agriculture universities, expert groups, maybe the referral hospital. अगर टेलीमेडिसिन आपका एक सर्विस है, तो आपको सपोर्टिंग डॉक्यूमेंट में आपको ये देना चाहिए जो कौन कौन डॉक्टर आपका कौन कौन दिन पे आएंगे, कि डेंटल डॉक्टर का कौन दिन आएंगे, क्या आई स्पेशलिस्ट कब आएंगे, ये सब चीज़ें आपको वहाँ पर सपोर्टिंग डॉक्यूमेंट्स में आ जाएगा. सो बिजनेस प्लान जैसा हमने एक्सप्लेन किया है, इट नीड्स ए क्वाइट ए थिंकिंग, रिसर्च and financial planning, because financial planning is actually the basic cornerstone of a business plan. So this is what we wanted to have in the unit 4. And to summarize, so business plan, you understand that it is very important before you set up the telecenter. It is supposed to cover all the different areas of the business, and it needs some market research, but some survey, some focus group discussion among your potential customers, and then also there are certain statistical data, certain commitment letters which have to be obtained from the concerned institutions or the offices. So I think we have finished the module. Now we can take up some questions.
I have a question regarding Unit 3, where we were talking about the equipments and the electronic gadgets. So can we introduce one more gadget here, like the projector? For example, if the telecenter is managing means backup power and everything, so can we have a projector also, so that maybe on the weekends or on the month end we can organize something for recreation or entertainment of the rural people from the area, or maybe when there is a World Cup going on or a cricket match or football match going on, so we can arrange it and we can charge some nominal amount, and that will add to the benefits of the telecenter.
I think it is a very, very good proposal, because we say that entertainment is a very, very killer application in the urban area, and the prospects of this DTH etc. also reflects the same. Yes, it's important that you can have a projector, but 3-4 things which are coming into my mind immediately I want to tell you. One is that budget. So one is that projector is not a cheap item, it's a costly item. That's first point. So you have to have the enough resources. Number 2, handling a projector is also a semi-specialist job. So that is also very important. Third is that space. You should have enough space for squatting. If you want in rural setup, squatting is very common on the floor. So you should have that much of space, because you want to run it where the more power will be consumed. So you will actually spend more money on the power, because the lumen value of the projector light is high. So you will consume power. So if you run in a half an hour show, then you have to have enough volume of the people who will be seeing that program. And I would say that don't think it is only entertainment. There are a lot of programs which government of India and state government wants as a campaign in the rural area. Let us say that chikungunya or the birds flu or even the HIV and AIDS programs, where a lot of video content are there, audio-visual content. That content can be easily shown, and you can really find out from the local government authorities, state authorities, whether this type of schemes are available, and you can really integrate with the government scheme. So that's a very, very good proposal, and earning a revenue also, maybe within the scheme they may give you something, and it's a good proposal. You know, in the earlier days there something called magic lantern used to be there some 50 years back in the rural area, where when malaria was an issue, and government used to give the team to tell them how to clean up the area and how the community hygiene was important for malaria and other similar. So I think it's a very good proposal, but you have to think about few things, because it will increase your budget. It is more space will be required. Then you have to campaign also. You have to really do the awareness and communication. You have to tell, and program can be coordinated. You can have a link of few centers. You can have a screen. It's not really needed. If it is well coordinated by your telecenter manager or telecenter agency, like I mentioned about the CSC, there are 16, 17 agencies. If they can send it, they can send it through connectivity. And only thing you have to arrange a big screen, a monitor screen, which can be easily connected to your computer. Those days it's only a cable. You have to only, and it can be coordinated, so where your cost will come down, still you can earn some revenue. It's a good question.
And adding to this, sir, as far as the question of revenue comes, so what we can do is, suppose there are few products which are launched in the market exclusively for the rural area. Like there is a solar lamp which is there, or something like that. So maybe we can tie up with the companies which are offering the products, these products, and ask them to, because we are advertising the product on their behalf. So maybe we can charge them also. And
I mean, that is also a good point raised by you. One is that there is a company product where you are directly integrating your telecenter activity to the private activity, which is fine. And at the same time, I would ask you to explore that possibility of the unconventional and non-conventional energy people. There are also an effort going on to use the alternate power, so alternate energy resources like biogas and other things. So there are also quite a campaign programs are there, and as a telecenter operator or telecenter manager, you can have your group of telecenters to indulge into this activity, and it's a quite revenue generating activity. So that is also possible.
I would like to add a quick example. Recently I had a discussion with one of our colleagues, Mukesh Ajela, who is one of the SCAs. They are setting up 2,800 telecenters.
NICT.
In Madhya Pradesh. He has shared an interesting example related to this projection. What he did was, every month he used to conduct a video show at the village common gathering place, and he used to show some latest movies or some popular movies. Like he telecasted Sholay movie in that location. Everybody turned up, and they were willing to pay 5-6 rupees per head. And in between, he's a very clever guy. In between the show, he put a awareness campaign on HIV and AIDS. So he charged the national AIDS control state AIDS control agency. He got some money from them, and he got some revenue from the villages. So he's clever enough to combine both of them, and he made a profit. So he hired that projector. He paid around 1,000 rupees for the projector, and he made more than 5,000 rupees from one evening show, and he got 10,000 rupees from the state AIDS control agency. So it's all how we innovate and think differently. So there are umpteen opportunities to make telecenters sustainable.
Okay, let me supplement what Mr. Vignesh has just now mentioned. You see, there are requirement of innovation, because we gave the name VLE, Village Level Entrepreneur. So you have to really become an entrepreneur, and depending on the community in which your telecenter will be serving, you can find out the different types of demands of the services. If you see that really entertainment is a killer operation we say, activity. So you can use that.
Now let us close this question and answer session. Let's move on to module 5, which is fundamentals of telecenter management.
Once we complete the module 4, which talks about the telecenter planning, then comes the telecenter management. And you will see here the name of the module is Fundamentals of Telecenter Management. If you have material with you, reading material, please open that module 5 and you will see the Fundamentals of Telecenter Management. Fundamentals word is important here from the angle that it's not exhaustive. टेलीसेंटर मैनेजमेंट का जितना भी इशू हो सकता है ये काफ़ी लोकलाइज्ड भी हो सकता है, तो इसलिए इसमें एक टेम्पलेट दिया जाता है. इसका बेसिस पर इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड व्हेन यू विल सेट अप योर टेलीसेंटर you will be having your own management principles and procedures. There are 4 units, components of the telecenter management, telecenter operations and procedure, stakeholders in telecenter management. Because it is a management, you have to manage a huge number of people in different diverse conditions. Like there may be your user comes first, citizen comes first, then your steering committee, then there may be financial institutions, there may be service providers, there may be maintenance people. All the people are to be there, so to be managed. And time management is also important because telecenter is really not a 24/7 organization. It has to open at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depending on the time. Different time of the year. Winter in the villages, nothing will be there before 10 o'clock, perhaps 11 o'clock. So, and then there will be early evening. So, you have to close down by 4 o'clock, by 5 o'clock. And it is possible, जो आपका telecenter बहुत busy है, बहुत लोग हैं, तो अगर आपको विंटर में 2 घंटा कम हो गया तो यू हैव टू मैनेज योर टाइम मच बेटर. तो इसीलिए इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड योर पर्सनल टाइम मैनेजमेंट. ऐसा भी हो सकता है जो आपका टेलीसेंटर में इतना बिजी है, आप 4-5 कंप्यूटर है. इट्स वेरी कॉमन. अक्षय सेंटर ऑफ केरला एक टेलीसेंटर हमने विजिट किया था आज से 3 साल पहले. उसमें 16 कंप्यूटर था. उन 16 कंप्यूटर 2 फ्लोर में था. पूरा एजुकेशन चल रहा है, लैंग्वेज चल रहा है, नॉर्मल ब्राउजिंग चल रहा है और गेम्स भी चल रहे हैं बच्चों के लिए. तो 1-2 कंप्यूटर से उन्होंने 16 कंप्यूटर बनाया 3 साल में. सो जिसको ये प्रॉफिटेबल लगता है, जो इन्वेंट करता है, इनोवेशंस लगाते हैं, उसको बहुत स्कोप है. एज विघ्नेश वाज टेलिंग, देयर इज इमेंस पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ इनोवेटिंग एंड गेटिंग न्यू सर्विसेज. तो ये 4 यूनिट हम धीरे धीरे बताएंगे. फर्स्ट इज द component of the telecenter management. First, in the telecenter management, we have got that definition. What is the telecenter management? The process and activities of managing the telecenter are known as telecenter management. Naturally, process and activities. It involves the act of planning, organizing the services and service delivery, staffing right people for the job, leading from the front and monitoring the progress of your telecenter. इसमें सब चीज मैंने पहले बताया. एक चीज बताना है, लीडिंग फ्रॉम द फ्रंट. यू सी लीडिंग फ्रॉम द फ्रंट इज इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज हम लोग जब CSC स्कीम को प्लान किया था, वी वांटेड दैट CSC ऑपरेटर शुड बी ए चेंज एजेंट इन द कम्युनिटी. सो चेंज एजेंट ऐसे होंगे जो रोल मॉडल बन जाएंगे. आपको मालूम है 50 साल पहले एक गांव का स्कूल का टीचर का जो दर्जा होता था, पीपल यूज्ड टू कम फॉर ऑल सॉल्यूशंस बिकॉज ही नोज जियोग्राफी, ही नोज मैथमेटिक्स, ही नोज हिस्ट्री. सो गांव का जो जब हमारा लिटरेसी रेट बहुत कम थे, आज तो हमारा लिटरेसी रेट 60% से ऊपर है, तो तब ये जो स्कूल टीचर और द पोस्ट मास्टर, ही यूज्ड टू बी quite a important converging point for the knowledge. He used to be the knowledge worker for the entire community, entire village. Telecenter management का definition हमने देख लिया है. Act of planning, organizing the services, service delivery, staffing right people for the job, leading from the front and monitoring the progress of your telecenter. So I was explaining the leading from the front aspect. We are planning that every telecenter operator will be a change agent. सो इसीलिए वो पर्सनल ट्रेट जिसको बोलते हैं, पर्सनल कैपेसिटी जिसको बोलते हैं, वो डेवलप करना बहुत जरूरी है. so that you are actually respected in your community. जे इनको कंप्यूटर आता है, इनको बहिर्विश्व से, बहिर्जगत से ये कांटेक्ट करवा सकते हैं, ये ब्राउजिंग करके मेरे को इन्फॉर्मेशन दे सकते हैं, ये मेरा मैसेज डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंचा सकते हैं. तो ये जो एक्टिविटीज है, our idea is that all these activities will be regarded as quite a change in the rural community, and telecenter operator should always remember this and plan his or her activity accordingly. Basic functions of the management जो है, एक तो है planning, second is organizing, third is staffing, then fourth is leading and directing, and fifth is controlling and monitoring. ये जो 5 functions of the management है, ये आपका 4 components के ऊपर लागू होता है. What are these 4 common components? One is operational component, another is functional component, third is administrative component, and fourth is financial component. So management का 4 component होता है और basic 5 functions होता है. So if we go for operation and procedure, that is unit 2, if you go through this unit, then you will be able to understand and describe day-to-day operational and administrative tasks related to telecenter management. You can also be able to prepare the standard operating procedures, जिसको SOP कहते हैं, standard operating procedures pertaining to equipment and systems. Equipment and systems को चालू रखना बहुत ही important है, otherwise telecenter will not be able to function. तो उनका standard operating procedure, do's and don'ts, ये सब प्रिपेयर करना है और जो टेलीसेंटर ऑपरेटर है उसका सामने उनको एक्सप्लेन करना है, so that the equipment are properly maintained, systems are always in function. And then third come monthly reports or telecenter performance. Performance report is important because there are many stakeholders who will be interested to know periodically how your telecenter is performing. कोई finance people may like to know, your bank people may like to know, your agency may like to know, even the service providers may like to know the business potential कैसे हो रहा है. So we first come to the day-to-day activities. You have to have some administrative rules in your telecenter, like logbook. बहुत सारा साइबर कैफे में भी आपने देखा है, साइबर कैफे में जब आप यूज करते हैं तो उसमें लॉगबुक में साइन करना पड़ता है, हाउ मेनी मिनट्स यू विल बी यूजिंग, टाइम डालना पड़ता है. देन ये सब रूल्स जो है वो रूल्स आपको प्रिपेयर करना है, एंड हुसएवर इज कमिंग फॉर यूजिंग योर टेलीसेंटर ही शुड बी टोल्ड अबाउट दिस रूल. एक तो है साइनिंग बिफोर यूजिंग द इक्विपमेंट, एनीथिंग एजुकेशनल सर्विस, ईमेल सर्विस, वेब ब्राउजिंग. देन पे फॉर द सर्विसेज रिसीव्ड, वो भी आपको लिखना है, जे सर्विसेज आर पेड और सर्विसेज अनपेड. नॉर्मली ऑल telecenter services are paid, but for promotional purposes you may keep some services unpaid also, where you are not actually losing anything. Then smoking, non-smoking, because the smoking in public place is actually banned in almost the entire country. So if you consider telecenter as a public place, you have to notify the rule that there is no smoking. Then because that environment should be free and clean from dust and other particles, you have to disallow perhaps the food articles and drink articles inside telecenter. So you have to notify that. You have to say that equal access right, like you have to say that for my telecenter men and women are having equal right to access, and you have to notify. Perhaps you have to put a board. Users who copy the software from any of the computers or intentionally delete or after the content of the computer software will not be allowed. So you have to penalize who are misusing your computer. There are other safety and security aspects which you may have to meet up as per the state's requirement. I have seen very interesting thing when I went to inspect some telecenter or common services center in Hooghly district. I have found there are 4 or 5 computers, and they have put do not put your own pen drive for virus. Very interesting and very correct also, because your pen drive is being used in many computers and it may get affected by the virus. And if you put the same pen drive in the computer, the telecenter computer may be affected. So, and computers, you can put the computers at the given hours, etc. and all. And you can also have the right to ask anybody to leave. So, all these are administrative rules. I strongly advise that you think all these administrative rules which should be applicable for your telecenter and get it properly notified and display it also, so that people will know that. This is outside and inside of a graphic representation. It looks like it can be different also. It's just an imagination of the artist. There are equipment and internet connectivity is the lifeline. I have mentioned earlier also. So, in this slide, you can see examples of the equipment failure. There may be computer is working properly or not, telephone data lines are working, computer and the printers out of order, batteries in the digital camera should be checked, photocopier may not be working, fax machine may not be working. So, there are really, you have to make a chart and health of the different equipment and system. You should have a periodical check, even the preventive maintenance as suggested by the equipment manufacturer or supplier or dealer. And important thing is that because it is a public place and different type of people will come, you have to understand how to handle the complaints, because you cannot really be very aggressive in handling the complaints. So, here in this slide we are giving some tips how to handle the complaints. Calm and friendly, listen carefully and apologize if it is required. Learn to accept criticism. Welcome the complaints. You must tell orally that we welcome the complaints, and you can even be take a written complaint so that it is not out of the mind once the time is over. Even you have to compensate the customer. Perhaps if something is, the CD is crashed, when CD is getting copied, you are providing a copy service, CD is crashed. Customer service, correct the time lost due to equipment failure, and recording the complaint which I mentioned. And there are type of reporting, monthly or daily. This will be required, monthly reports will be required, daily reports may be required by the different stakeholders. So, unit 2 is actually defining all these things.
We can take up some questions and address them.
Anyway, there was a question from Hooghly that what type of questions will come. Assignments का बारे में भी एक question था पहले. मैंने जो viewers हैं, viewers के लिए और learners के लिए मैंने बता दिया है. I gathered it from the telecenter, IGNOU telecenter authority that ये जो assignments, one of the assignments जो 4 options है वो देने से चलेगा, submit करना है. Second question था कि questions का pattern क्या होगा. What IGNOU people have told that this will come in mid-September as a sample question. Sample question दिया जाएगा, and by mid-September it will be made available to 150 all the people.
So maybe like you can from your experience you can share some complaints or any systematic failures. So
Yeah, I'll just tell you half a minute that that speed of the internet has been a complaint when you are downloading the picture or graphics. So perhaps you have to make a very smooth channel to talk to your service provider who is providing you bandwidth connectivity, and periodically report to him whatever he has committed, that is coming or not. That is one point. I think I have seen many of the complaints are in the speed of the internet. You have a question from the students?
Yeah, so basically we were talking about the marketing policies and the marketing strategies, right? So there are basically 4 things which according to my knowledge, that is product, price, promotion and the place. So how is that different? I mean, telecenter management, how is that different from the normal marketing which we have?
You really do not have much difference, material difference or theoretical difference, but I will reiterate what I said some time back, that you have to be sensitive to the community need. So when we do for the normal product and all, you don't think that they are also not sensitive. We see that marketing of different products in the rural, they have all these things. So it is important that you be sensitive about the research on the community and find out that all these 4 points you have told is product service. Product service is in your control, and that promotion needs money. So you have to really see that you have to promote, do this research, survey, etc.
We have a specific module on promoting your telecenter. So there we have discussed about the marketing aspect. The 4 Ps concept is already clearly explained how it's related to telecenters. Thank you.